Hey, dear one. Today's topic is going to be the trauma triangle, a role play. And yeah, I didn't make a video over the last few weeks because I'm quite busy with changing my place of residence. And yeah, a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, but also collectively. And today is a Sunday morning, and so I felt I have to, take the time to talk about a topic that is really, really important and that is playing out in your own life for sure in some way. Okay. In psychology, there is known the concept of the trauma triangle. And when I came across this concept, it was really an eye-opener to me because I could take it to another level as working with energies and seeing from a spiritual level also. So, okay, the concept of the trauma triangle is that people are in personal interactions and conflicts are stepping into one of three roles. They are playing the victim or the victimizer or the savior. And it's really interesting how people are stepping into those roles again and again and again, and how they are always the victim or always the black sheep, or that they always have to save other people, which you find a lot in the New Age. And I have been guilty of that myself, that you could even, if you have the shape of the triangle, triangle, yeah. And you have on one point the victimizer, and on the other the victim. On top of it, you have the savior, because he sees what both people are doing, and he is then offering some, solution. Okay. And to become aware of this is important, because our life shouldn't be a role play. That is actually what is a key element to the trauma triangle, because everybody is stepping into a role. You are playing the role of the victimizer, you are playing the role of the victim, or you are playing the role of the savior. And what is really, really interesting is a role play needs every position taken. So if there is already, for example, a victim and a victimizer, they will try to push you into the position of the savior. Or if the position of the victimizer, the savior is already taken, they will try to push you into the position of the victim. And people coming from this position of, this trauma triangle, this role play, people are not conscious of what they are doing. And this is why I am recording this video, because I think it's really, really important to first recognize, actually, in such a situation, what is really taking place here in front of you. And becoming aware of it is the first step. And over time, the more we become aware of what is actually playing out in front of us, the more often we will be able to leave it. Maybe we will be reacting at the first moment, but and later reflect a little bit and recognize, I have been pulled again into the game, and I did react in the position they wanted me to be. And that is, yeah, those are, it's developing. First, you have to become aware, observe the situation, become aware who's playing what role are you taking on again and again and again. And then you will reflect how people have been acting out of those roles. And the more you become aware, the more it will be easier for you to step out of the role play. The role play has to do with the whole matrix situation. Our identification with such a role, instead of coming out of our hardcore essence, our real being. Our real being is always us. It's not coming out of a role, and it's not limited by being pushed into a position, into a role. And so the goal would be to become more and more aware of those games playing out in your personal life and collectively, and to refuse to step into one of those positions offered. And it can be quite interesting if you become aware enough over time to see what is actually taking place. And you will then be able to recognize it right in the situation, not just looking in hindsight, but in a situation you will be aware what is actually taking place in the moment in front of you. And then things might get really strange, because if you refuse to step into one of those positions that is free at the moment, the person in front of you, they will try to fill in the blanks, so to speak, and you can see a person in front of you jumping into all of those three positions. And that is crazy. And the person who was actually making me aware of this drama triangle a few years ago, he was using a very everyday life situation, using his mother-in-law. Yeah, the mothers-in-laws, they are always a good topic, yeah. And he gave an example. He said he and his wife, and they had a few children, I think 3, yeah. And they were really, really busy and totally stressed out. And suddenly his mother-in-law, they gave them a phone call and said, yeah, I will come over this afternoon and bring some cake I have baked for you, your favorite cake. And he said, no, sorry, but we are totally busy. We're not having time to welcome you. We don't have time for cake. We are really, really stressed out. And she was totally upset, and she said, yeah, how she has taken all the morning, yeah, and all the efforts. She went to the supermarket, and it took her all morning to bring together all the ingredients and to prepare the cake. And now she's done all the work, and he is refusing to accept the the offer. And she was intrusive. She was overstepping her boundaries because she didn't ask. So she was actually acting abusive. So she was coming from a position. Actually, she was playing the role of a victimizer. Just wanting to go after her agenda because she wanted to play the savior. That's been what she wanted. Yeah, I'm the one who is so nice and kind, and I'm making the cake for you. And then she was trying to shame him for not being grateful and all the efforts she has made. And when he still refused, she said, yeah, I'm sorry, but you should have talked to us, and we really don't have time for that now. And she then went into total self-pity, started crying, and stepped into the role of the victim. And this has been an example he brought. And this example is an everyday situation, and you might have a lot of situation if you think about it, how people then were changing position into the trauma triangle if you don't step into the position where they want you to be. Yeah, and so they might jump from one position to the other. And actually, if this is playing out in my own life, I'm still totally puzzled, because I can observe this, and it's really hard. A person being in tears in 1 second, if they realize, okay, playing the victim won't work, would then get totally upset. Or a person trying to get free session from me or something like that, then trying to say, yeah, she is just reaching out to help me. And that is actually, it's total nonsense to play those roles. It's total nonsense to play those roles. And I think we are so used to it because in early childhood, we have been conditioned to take on special roles and favorite roles, and to play a role, not be ourselves, not coming from our own inner being, not coming from who we truly are. And we are all of that and way more, because who we truly are is not an identification with a role. We are not just playing. Who we truly are is beyond a role and a game character in a game. Yeah, who we truly are goes way beyond that. And we can be all we choose. And those matrix games with those roles, they have a kind of automatism. You're reacting automatically. And this is in a way that we have been conditioned by our surrounding, by our parents and siblings and people who have been our caretakers, and through the experiences we made in our lives. And so we have been pushed into a special position, a role we are taking on very easily. And as I said, it always needs those games. They always need someone else to step into a position that is free at the moment. And so don't do that, and don't allow to be pushed into the position of the that is free, that that is offered. And people being abusive towards you, making you look afterwards like as if you are actually the bad guy or the bad girl, if you are refusing to do what they want you to do. And this is how it's playing out very, very often. Actually, people are abusive towards you, trying to then, if you say no, they will then tell you, yeah, you're the bad girl, you're the bad guy, and will then maybe say, yeah, you know, I just wanted to help you. And they will then jump into the position of the savior, while they have been actually, they created the mess. And we also have this, if you come from the truther scene, you heard it with problem. They create a problem and people will then react to, in regards to this problem, and then they will offer a solution. And they know how to play people. Some people, they just know how all of that is working, and so they are playing this. It's really like the Matrix is like a game. It is with roles and positions, and creating a problem to then have a reaction by the population, and then offering a savior, a solution. And the trauma triangle, when it is moving, it is seen from an energetic level. It is creating an energetic vortex. It is starting like a Merkaba. Blink, blink. New Age deception. It is then starting to spin, 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 and creating a vortex that is sucking in the energy. That's an interesting thing. There are people who are kind of aware of such a game, and who are actually troublemakers with intention. You have sometimes little children already do this. If a little girl or boy doesn't get enough attention, they have, and their intention is to have attention, they will then rather go into the position of the bad girl or the bad guy, and will react in a way where the adults, their caretakers, have to react. And so because it's better for them to have maybe be punished or to be blamed for their wrongdoing than having no attention at all. So people are in this way are raised to become the troublemaker, and they will get energetic supply by being the troublemaker, and therefore having people react towards them, because this whole thing, as I said, the trauma triangle spinning, it is creating this energetic vortex, and it's all about on this planet, the whole Matrix game is all about energy. So Yeah, that is really, really interesting how this is working well. And you can observe this in your personal life. You can reflect about experiences you had in the past, and try to become aware what is your favorite position and how you might get triggered to jump into such a position, how maybe people are capable of stealing your energy again and again and again, time, energy, money. Yeah, it's all energy. And how people might manipulate you to, yeah, to go into such a position. And that is interesting, but it's also very interesting watching what is taking place on the big stage, the world stage. And yeah, Shakespeare already said it. The whole world is just a stage. He already said that. And it's true. Because there also is this drama vortex with that is created by the trauma triangle that is spinning, 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 and sucking people's energies and pushing people into a position. And very often it is obvious you have two parties, or you have two positions people take, and whatever topic is really coming up in your mind's eye at the moment, you will have two positions. And when there are two positions, there is always the third party that is in the game also, and then playing the savior. And at the moment, it is even in the truther scene as well as in the New Age scene. They're all waiting for the third party, and there's whispers about the third party that is coming in. And yeah, that was something where I became aware, yeah, that the whole game is, yeah, it's a game. And so please don't fall for the narrative of the third party who is going to be the savior. It will play out. Of course, it will play out, but it's all part of the staged game. And yeah, it's the Matrix. It's a game, and we personally, we are way more than a character in a game. And if you are really are stressed maybe at the moment, please be aware that you are way more than a character in a game, that coming from your inner being, connecting with your heart, soul, essence, with your core being, always can reconnect, so your energy will not be stolen, and you will not be fooled by the game playing out in front of you. And coming from this position, you will be able to always find solutions, always find a way around, always find how to deal with the situation, and it will not come to you instantly by your mind. And you might not know why you do what you're doing at the moment, but trust yourself. And coming from your inner being, This is who you can always trust. There is no play. You with you. That's not coming out of the matrix. That's not coming from this rigged game. This is who you truly are. Always connect back. This will bring you back into your own strengths and power, taking back your own responsibility for your own life, and just yeah, coming back to this point and just moving forward step by step, not knowing how you will reach your goal, but you will reach it for sure. And yeah, don't get sucked into the drama triangle. Stay with yourself. Stay with your heart, soul, essence. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And sometimes I get sucked into the game, and then I see the game, and yeah, I'm just not playing. That's not what I came for. Okay, please take good care, and yeah, it might take a while. I will record another video afterwards where I explain a little bit more about my personal situation, and it might take some weeks until I'll be back for another video. Okay, please take good care and always stay with yourself. You're safe there. Okay, bye until next time. Your Natalie.